That's better. I don't get to pre-position. Okay.
Emperor, protect me.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Shit.
One fewer target.
Stay vigilant. To the heretics.
Just a minor setback.
Death to non-believers. I serve the ruinous powers.
Oh, owie. Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Cover that a character can hide behind are marked with a shield. Or shield with skull. When standing close to them, the character will automatically take up an advantageous position. In this case, the chance that enemy attacks will hit the cover, and you get the point. Fucking cover. It's like half cover versus full cover. But those people there. Yeah. Okay, where's my AP?
I'll see to it personally. On it. Your end was inevitable.
Yeah, good enough. I'm ready.
Pathetic!
I bring ruin. No mercy for heretics.
Pain and beauty go hand in hand. Reduced to dust.
Follow my lead. For the glory of the Imperium!
Such is the will of chaos.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
I'll see to it personally. It's as good as done.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Crush the feeble. For now.
One fewer target.
Well, I killed one. That was still pretty good.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive.
Your character has received a temporary positive effect from an ally. Such effects enhance your character's capabilities in combat in some way. To learn more about the effect you have gained, hover your cursor over the character or the effects icon next to the character's portrait. Got it.
Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
What is happening?
From what we have seen, I can speculate that we are dealing with some variety of madness induced by warp travel. Such episodes are not uncommon among voidsmen who have found themselves outside the boundaries of real space, though such episodes seldom spill onto other decks.
The casters are not working, or have been sabotaged. Either the warp is toying with us, or someone went to great lengths to cut the ship's communications. I will need a direct channel to the engine seer Prime before I can get a sense of what we are up against. Whatever it may be, keep your weapons at the ready. I imagine it will be some time before we no longer need them.
How could there be armed people in the ranks of the crew who would dare attack the Lord Captain? Or the incident with the rampaging servitors may be connected to what is transpiring now. 3, yeah.
Possibly. Quite likely. We will investigate at a later time. Right now, we need to isolate the affected compartments and try to assess the situation.
Trust me, this is hardly surprising for a crew of thousands. The lower decks are a fertile environment for discontent and heresy, no matter how one tries to incinerate any seed before it can take root. All it takes is a hint of warp influence to cloud the minds of normally obedient cattle.
Sporadic riots on the lower decks never reach these compartments. No, the tumults of the rabble are always contained within their own territory. This is too well organized. It is spreading too rapidly.
What are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Excellent.
Let us not dawdle.
Why am I not going on this thing? Give me some pointers. Where am I supposed to go?
Is there money to be made?
Oh, this way. Clearly. I am really confused about where I'm supposed to
Rise
go.
to the top. Or get left in the dust.
That you can't adjust the angle is really freaking.
I always have a backup plan. Miscalculations are for commoners. I don't make mistakes. I make profitable learning experiences.
Heretic's body is riddled with holes. An improvised single shot neutralized smoking in his hand.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, pull yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Vox Master is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineering regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
One mutiny? But who would attempt a mutiny here in the warp?
Lunatics, fools, heretics. This ship houses thousands upon thousands of people. Pernicious thoughts and warp-induced delusions could have tainted any one of them. It is a difficult notion to accept, but such risks are inescapable. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the Navigator's Sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psychic powers.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
Ooh. In whatever state? What does that mean? Or, I cannot promise I won't lose our dearest heir somewhere along the way. Or maybe 3. I shall do everything in my power.
We're in the warp. Considering the attack, there could be a disruption in the Geller field and the infiltration of malevolent forces onto the decks. Psychus can react to such things in the most unpredictable ways.
Enough! Master of Whispers, you must not allow my heir to turn into a mindless mutant and to perish
to 3
under
or 4.
Enforcer fire. Do whatever it takes to bring Edelthrad back to me.
2, I guess. I shall do everything in my power.
Not everything in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out.
Oh. I should have been more aggressive.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
One, I shall make do. Lead the way. Or 2, I have a proposition. Since I am the more important person here, you can go in front of me to shield me from potential threats. Or 3, you had better not fail me. The Lord Captain made it clear that relying on you is fraught with risk. 2, okay. Sold.
Certainly. Lady Theodora would be devastated if she were to lose one of her precious heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Oh, fuck off. Something hits you hard with a sharp crackle, and you are consumed by unbearable gut-wrenching pain. I promised you a special destiny, Emily. It is time to fulfill it. I've been betrayed!
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber, and for that, I need her breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
1, what is the meaning of this? Or 2, Voidver, you are two-faced scum. You are the one behind this mayhem. Feigned shock.
You must have hit your head harder than I thought. No matter. Very little is required of you. Just your blood, which you can either share of your own volition, or I will spill it for you. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
1, why are you doing this? 2, what is it? Inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel? Or 3, I have no intention of helping you. Or 4, I will help you, as long as you spare my life. Or 5, will you let me join you? We can take the warrant from Theodora together. I'm gonna rinse this cup out. Someone chip in and decide. Or just 1 through 5, pick a random number.
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
Still 2? I wish I had timestamps in this freaking chat. Why are you doing this?
Why? Because I am following an order. What is happening on this ship right now has been in the making for a very long time. All that remains is to obtain what my master sent me for. The Warrant of Trade.
Well, I have no intention of helping you.
I am afraid that you have no choice in the matter. Try to resist, and I will demonstrate the power that the warp holds over mortals. Come to think of it, I might even take some pleasure in doing so.
One again? Okay. To the void with you. The blade flashes in the dim light, and drops of blood appear. For a brief moment, you feel nauseous. Your head is spinning. And then, quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your thoughts, replacing them with a singular urge. Go to the gates. Go to the gates. Go to the gates. Still one. Still one. Fight the voice in your head. Get out! I am not your puppet. The voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel his intruding influence, forcing you onto your feet and making you take a step toward the gates looming in the center of the chamber. Fuck. Should have been a psyker. In the gateway arch, you see a cogitator with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two ember-like irises. Skill tests and dialogues. One of the available dialogue options requires making a skill test. Unlike with passive tests, which are made automatically, in this case, you can decide whether or not to select an option. The consequence of which will depend on the result of the associated test. I think we all know how skill tests work. Got it. Option 1, examine the device with a Tech Use 75 roll. Option 2, look back. Option 3, look for anything that can be used as a weapon. 1. Tech Use test succeeded. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is a strange alloy that is used as a material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of architect relic. You gain 20 experience. The servitor at the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp, metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. A vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that filled your head after Voigtver wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. 1. Examine the sentinel. 2. Place your hand in the sentinel's maw. 3. Look back.